Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NASCAR Xfinity Series race tomorrow at Martinsville, the paperclip, home of the Martinsville hot dog. The 42nd Martinsville Xfinity race, which is weird because the truck race is at 47. So far in 2024, Truck Series, I'm 2-3. Did pick Chris Eckes to win the truck race, so I'm 3-3. Xfinity, 6-0, baby. So undefeated in the Xfinity Series. Hopefully I can keep that going tonight for tomorrow. 4-3 in the Cup Series. So we had the Dude Wipes, 250, 131 miles, 250 laps around the paperclip. 3 stages, 60, 60, and 130. 4 sets of tires. Fuel window, 120 to 125. So you can technically go on fuel for the first and second stage, and you will, unless somebody's dumb enough, you will have to stop in that third stage. Now, tires, yes, they wear, no, they don't. We've seen both. We had what we had in the fall. Tire wear was excellent. I mean, we wore tires out. Great racing. What we had in the spring last year, the colder temperatures, tires don't wear because those concrete turns. We'll see what happens. So I could see people strategy playing a big fact. But here's the thing, though. Toyota's won 3 of the last 4. Chevrolet has won 4 in the last 8. So has Toyota. Ford hasn't won in quite a while here. But cautions. There's lots of cautions. 12 of the last 13 years, we've had 10 or more cautions. 7 of the last 8 years, we've had 75 or more caution laps. So out of 250 laps, if we're running 75 or more under caution, that helps fuel mileage. So fuel-wise, you might be able to do this on one stop. You might be able to pit at the end of stage 2 and not pit again. Depends on tires. Depends on cautions when they come out. You only got 4 sets of tires, so you really gotta, plus the qualifying scuffs. So yeah, tires are going to be at premium because when you put them on. So this could be a very, very interesting. What I would do if I was a crew chief, more likely, into stage 1, into stage 2, middle part of stage 3, save 1 for the end. But that's just me. 6 of the last 7 races have had 11 or more lead changes. So we're going to have lots of cautions. We're going to have lead changes. We're going to have a bunch of fun at the old paperclip there in Martinsville, Virginia. Now, the 2 Xfinity races in 2023, average finish, Sammy Smith, 2.5. Justin Allgaier, Little Gator, 3.5 in a win. Brandon Jones, 10.5. Cole Custer, 11.0. Parker Retzlaff, 11.5. Jeb Burton, 14.5. Sheldon Creed, 14.5. Anthony Alfredo, 16.0. Josh Williams, 16.5. Now, those same 2 races, average running position, Sammy Smith, 3.23. Cole Custer, 5.05. Riley Herbst, 8.24. Sheldon Creed, 10.12. Hopefully he doesn't do well. Brandon Jones, 10.16. Justin Allgaier, 11.09. Parker Retzlaff, 12.39. Austin Hill, 12.72. Ryan Truex, 12.84. And Chandler Smith, 13.21. Now, we saw last week that Joe Gibbs Racing finished 1, 2, 3. And their 4th car was in the garage area. He finished like 33rd, 34th. That was Sheldon Creed. So obviously last year and the year before, the reason he didn't win races and his teammate did was because it was the car and the team. What's his excuse in 24 going to be? Can't use the car and team anymore because we already used that. What's the newest excuse? Wait, I have one. Maybe it's the driver. There's a shocker. But anyway, on flat tracks in 2022 and 2023, this is just the flat tracks. Cole Custer, 8.3, average finish with a win. Sammy Smith, 8.85 with a win. Justin Allgaier, 9.92 with 3 wins. Austin Hill, 10.76. Chandler Smith, 12.0. Sheldon Creed, 12.3. Riley Herbst, 13.0. Brandon Jones, 14.23 and a win. Sim Mayer, 14.23. And qualifying was held a little bit earlier today. Let's go ahead and pull up the qualifying. And let's take a look at the qualifying results. Looks like Brandon Jones is on the pole. Oh, good for him. He's been needing a good run in that Junior Motorsports car. Cole Custer on the outside, followed by Sheldon Creed, Jeb Burton, Justin Allgaier, Eric Almirola, Anthony Alfredo, Ryan Sieg, Sam Mayer, and Austin Hill. His RCR teammate is like a tenth of a second behind him in 11th. Carson Quapple is making his Xfinity Series debut, starting 12th in the 88 Virginia Motorsports. Gotta love that. Taylor Gray, his second start there in the 19 for Joe Gibbs. SVG, his first trip to Martinsville, he's starting 19th. Not bad, right next to Corey Heim. Josh Williams, 23rd. Haley Deegan, 27th. And Ryan Vargas and the Mike Harmon failed to qualify. Looks like Ignori Agata driving the Joe Gacy 35 is the last on the field next to Chandler Smith, and Joey Gacy's in the 53 and he is starting 36. So interesting there. So this is a Dash for Cash race. So what that means is Chandler Smith, Eric Almirola, Jesse Love, Parker Clearman, whoever is the highest finisher of those four gets 100K. Simple as that. Dash for Cash is pretty simple. Now, whoever is the top four regular Xfinity Championship driver in this race will race for the Dash for Cash as well next week out of Texas. It can be the same four. It could be four new ones. We don't know. But you're eligible each and every week for it. So points right now, 6 races of 26 regular season races. Chandler Smith, 2 wins, locked into the playoffs. He's playoff bound. Austin Hill, 2 wins. He is locked in, playoff bound. Cole Custer, Jesse Love, Riley Herbst, AJ Allmendinger, Justin Allgaier, Parker Clearman, Sammy Smith, and Brandon Jones are right now in the playoffs. And then Sheldon Creed and Anthony Alfredo as well. That's the top 12. Now, SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen is sitting 13th in points, -1. Ryan Sieg is 14th, -2. And Parker Retzlaff is 15th, -3. It's going to be a great battle. I think Shane Van Gisbergen can make the playoffs. I think we'll get multiple Colic Racing cars in there. Now, I said this I think I said this in the truck race. Maybe I did. I don't know. I'll say it here. But in 2025, came up with an idea, because in 2023, when Shane Van Gisbergen won the Chicago Street Race, 4 days later, I tweeted out that that Colic Racing should put him in the number 10 Xfinity car and let him drive the 13 Cup car for select few races on road courses and stuff. Well, as we found out in the fall, he signed with Trackhouse. He is driving Colic Racing Xfinity car this year, and he's making a few starts in the 16 Colic Cup car. And you can go to Twitter, Rob Sports Show, and I pinned it to my page. It is there. Last year, right after the Chicago race, I did that. This year, I put on there, commented and pinned it, and basically retweeted that one and commented 2025 SVG to the 16 Colic Cup car. We're going to add to that. So 2025, 16 Colic Cup car with SVG with an alliance to Trackhouse. The 31 Colic Cup car with Austin Hill and alliance to RCR. Colic has 4 full-time Xfinity cars. Daniel Hemrick back in Xfinity Series for Colic. The AJ Allmendinger, of course. Josh Williams and Daniel Dye. Now, what makes sense about that is because Colic is on the RCR campus in Welcome, North Carolina. So they're already there. So the alliance is already there, already in place. Trackhouse had actually started in the RCR shop. Trackhouse, then they bought Chip Ganassi. So you could still have that alliance with Colic and Trackhouse for the 31 in the Cup. So both charters are still owned by Matt Colic, but RCR and Trackhouse would be using them just like Trackhouse is using the Zane Smith charter there at Spire. So win-win for everyone. RC and Justin Marks don't got to come up with $40 million each to try to find and buy a charter. You get your drivers and you oversee your equipment. So you got the partnership there. And then if one of your, somebody wants to one of your guys, needs something, Colic is right there, Xfinity wise. So I think it's a win-win. And plus that way you get the RC and Colic Xfinity programs kind of on the same page as well, along with Big Machine Racing. Boom! I got it all solved. We get SVG. That way we get Austin Hill in the Cup Series in 2025. All right, the Xfinity Series, 4 picks like I do every week. For 6-0 on these picks so far. Sammy Smith, Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier, and Cole Custer are the picks. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day at Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports content.